Welcome to the Millennium Stadium. It's Betfred Championship round 10. Featherstone Rovers versus Batley Bulldogs back in Championship action this afternoon after last week's 1895 Cup semi-final where Featherstone were victorious against Oldham and booked their place at Wembley in just less than a fortnight's time. So all eyes are on that big one. But we've got two big games before that. Batley today and then Barrow next week, where Paul Cook has highlighted the need for two big performances and most importantly, two victories. In terms of team news for the Rovers, they've got Caleb Akins at fullback, it's Darrell Alfords, Bailey O'Connor, debutant James Glover in the centre with Gareth Gale on the wing. It's Ben Reynolds and Ryan Hampshire at half-back, Gadwin Springer, Will Jubb, Jimmy Beckett, Brad Day, Clay Webb and Nathan Wild at loose forward who returns from Lee on loan. Connor Jones, Josh Hardcastle, King Vunny Ayawa and Jack Arnold complete the 17. Connor Wynne and Jordan Williams miss out today, they're just being rested. A couple of injuries picked up in training. Nothing too serious though, so nothing to worry about. So Batley, they've got Paul Falston at fullback, it's Alfie Dean, Oliver Greensmith, Elliot Kay and Joe Burton in the three-quarter line. Ben White and Josh Woods are at half-back. Adam Gledhill, Brandon Moore and Luke Cooper in the front row. The returning Dane Manning in the second row with Niall Flynn and James Brown is at loose forward. And on the bench for Mark Moxon's team, Alistair Leake, Michael Ward, Isaac Shaw and Noah High. We're just a couple of minutes away from kick-off here. Of course, Rovers making a couple of changes today. Still fielding a real strong team. Just Carlos Tumavave and Robson Stevens that have long-term injuries. Other than that, Paul Cook has a pretty strong squad to choose from. Captain Danny Addy left out this afternoon just to wrap him in cotton wool really. He's played some big minutes over a long period of time. And with big games coming up, he gets a week off. And that allows Nathan Wild to come in at loose forward. He was impressive earlier on in the campaign for the Rovers. He's now joined for the rest of the 2025 season, so we get another look at him today. He can't play at Wembley in a fortnight's time though. The same applies for James Glover. I think Paul Cook was saying that you had to register players before the semi-final in order for them to be available for the semi-final and the final, so Wild and Glover will have to sit that out. But of course, Danny Addy will come back into the team. And in the outside backs, probably look at Connor Wynne coming back in. Gareth Gale played in the centres last week against Oldham. So Paul Cook might revert to that again at Wembley. We shall see. Of course, two games for players to play themselves into contention. Either earn their shirt or keep their shirt. That will be the motivation and the sole focus for the Rovers. Just about ready to come out. Ben Reynolds will lead out the Rovers in Danny Addy's absence. Vice captain has the captaincy today.
So then, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome for the last time before they go to Wembley, your Featherstone Rovers.
So Ben Reynolds leads the team out. Brad Day returning to the team this afternoon. That's a big boost for the Rovers, especially in the same week that Toby Boothroyd departed the club. He's gone back home, he leaves with our best wishes. Had a tough year or so as Toby Boothroyd. Solely down to injury. When he was at Wakefield last year, he couldn't string many games together. And unfortunately, he's had a similar experience this season at the Rovers, but was great when he was on the field. And as Paul Cook said, he will be missed around the place. Will Toby? But the timely return of Brad Day in the second row. So we're ready to get underway. Rovers will play left to right as you're watching here on FRTV. And they will attack the Post Office Road end in the first half. Ryan Hampshire has the kicking tee in his hand. He's going to get things underway. And there we go. Deep kick from Hampshire. Big collision first up. Nathan Wild, Clay Webb involved in that one. Here comes Luke Cooper, the former flat capper. Familiar face here at the Millennium Stadium is Cooper. Brown with the short pass. Batley playing out from deep. Brown again at first receiver. Just carries the ball himself on this occasion. Brad Day, his first involvement in that tackle. And Jimmy Beckett and Gadwin Springer involved as well. Here comes Dave Manning. Missed a large chunk of the season through suspension as Manning. Josh Woods puts boot to ball. And Gaz Gale back on the wing this afternoon. Receives the ball and takes Rovers almost close to the 40-metre line. James Glover, his first touch of the ball. Signed until the end of 2027 as Glover. Clay Webb. Will Jubb at dummy half. His 200th career appearance today for Jubby. The vast majority of those coming for the York Knights, of course. Here comes Caleb Akins, the man in form. 8 tries he scored in the 1895 Cup so far. Let's see if he can make it 9 or 10 in a couple of weeks. It'd be nice. Burton tackled by Brad Day and Bailey O'Connor. Brandon Moore gives it to Ollie Greensmith. Greensmith with a short pass. That's a textbook tackle, that from Ben Reynolds. On Dean, the wingman. Here comes Cooper on the charge. That's the last tackle. Ben White, this time with the kicking duties. Kicks deep. Bread and butter, though, for Caleb Akins. Akins taking a hit there from Gledel. Here comes Gale. Good carry there from Gaz Gale. Good strong metres. Jubb gives it to Alferts. Here comes Springer. Hard and direct from Gadwin Springer. Jubb finds Akins. Akins shows it to 1, shows it to 2, and then throws a dummy. Caleb Akins can't poke his nose through the defence. Flynn hangs on to the legs. Clay Webb passes to Reynolds. Reynolds puts a little dinked kick in behind. It's well dealt with by Dean on that far side. But a good place to turn the ball over for the Rovers. Here comes Gledel. Elliot Keir. He gets away from dummy half. He's had a decent career as Elliot Keir. Played Super League for a number of years. Salford, Bradford. Akins offloads to Darrell Alforts running across the line, and then he finds Gaz Gale, who goes on a rampage down the left-hand side. He's tackled just short of the 40-metre line. Rovers approaching halfway. Here comes Alforts again. Getting through plenty of work, Darrell Alforts. Clay Webb. Tanks the ball forward, does Webb. Here's Beckett. Beckett out the back to Hampshire. Here comes Akins. Akins linking into the line. Good defensive read there from Ollie Greensmith for Batley. Jubb finds Wild. Wild just settles things. It's the last tackle for the Rovers. Jubb at dummy half. Comes right to Ryan Hampshire. Hampshire prods the kick in behind. It's dealt with on the full there. Here's Ollie Greensmith. Ben Reynolds around the legs. Clay Webb finishes the tackle off. Brown with a short pass. That was Flynn on the charge. Here comes Brandon Moore, finds Josh Woods, who puts a kick in behind. That's a decent looking kick. In fact, it's a great kick there from Josh Woods. So a real good end to the set there from Batley. Not quite a 40-20 because he was closer to the halfway line than the 40-metre line, but still a good kick nonetheless from the Batley number 7. Picks the ball particularly well, does Josh Woods. Jubb throws the ball to Brad Day and then has a run himself. Cries for a penalty, but no penalty given. Here comes Gale on the charge. Good meters there from Gaz Gale. Here comes Alforts. Reynolds down the short side, short pass to Clay Webb. Clay Webb almost getting his nose through. Here comes Wild. So Reynolds right-footed. Hoists a kick in the air. It's dealt with there by Dean. Here comes Burton, Joe Burton, the wingman. Elliot Keir again, away from dummy half. It's an error there from Batley, and then Brad Day picks up the loose ball, so Rovers in a good attacking position. Reynolds fires the pass to Glover. Glover left-footed step. Still going is James Glover. Eventually brought down 10 metres out. Webb to Reynolds. Here comes Jimmy Beckett. Just carts the ball forward. Rovers centre field, Ryan Hampshire organising proceedings. He gets the ball, first receiver, then finds Akins. Akins into O'Connor. It's going to be the first try of the afternoon. Darrell Alforts dots down. Caleb Akins linking in from fullback, releasing Bailey O'Connor. And Bailey O'Connor with the final pass to Darrell Alforts to go in untouched, and Rovers now lead by 4 points to 0. As you can see on the replay here, Ryan Hampshire was just organising that play. At the line, out the back to Akins. Akins then to O'Connor, who had the easy task of releasing Alforts. You won't get many easier tries than that, the wingman. He was a championship top scorer last season whilst playing with Wakefield. And he's just added another one to his Rovers tally. So Reynolds is looking to make it 6-0. Difficult conversion, just a couple of metres in from the touchline. So here we go, Ben Reynolds. Looks good. It is good. The flags go up. The Rovers now lead by 6 points to 0. We're back underway. Clay Webb takes the ball forward. Here comes Gale. Jump away from dummy half. Akins to Reynolds, Glover. Oh, he's going, is James Glover inside to Reynolds, and the Rovers go back to back. James Glover on debut, racing down the outside, and Ben Reynolds supporting down the middle to go over untouched. So Rovers now lead by 10 points to 0. Surely will be 12-0 after Reynolds' conversion. A real classy try. Rovers are in the groove at the minute. Akins down the short side to Reynolds. Reynolds misses out Clay Webb, gives it to Glover. Glover steps round the wingman and then has the composure to release Reynolds. Reynolds looking to convert his own try. Should be no mistake. There we go. The flags go up. Rovers lead by 12 points to 0. Oh, Gaz Gale. Got that one wrong, did the wingman. Going for the catch above his head. Just got the timing wrong. So a knock on and a chance for Batley to get themselves back into this one, trailing 12 points to 0. Just relieves the pressure a little bit for Batley. Those Rovers were looking red hot. 2 quick tries. Batley on the attack now. Here comes Woods. Woods with a short pass to Greensmith. Greensmith looking to get on the outside of Bailey O'Connor. Of course, those two were teammates at Dewsbury last year. Ollie Greensmith and Bailey O'Connor. Dave Manning. Woods. Here's White. Here comes Flynn. Brandon Moore trying to sneak one from dummy half. Has he got over Brandon Moore? Oh, held up. Great defence there. Great defence from Clay Webb. Stop Brandon Moore sneaking over for a try. White shows it to Gledhill. Here comes Woods. Woods with a little kick in behind. Bailey O'Connor to the rescue. Boots it out. It's going to be a goal line dropout. Reynolds with the kick. He's taking a wicked bounce and Featherstone get it back. Clay Webb says thank you very much. Here's Beckett. Springer on the charge. Beckett with a short pass to Nathan Wild. Hampshire with a short pass to Brad Day. That's the last tackle. Here comes Hampshire with a little kick in behind. Ben White. I think he was looking for support there, the half-back. There was none forthcoming, so he had to take the tackle himself. Here comes Brown. Dane Manning. Woods with a short pass inside. Okay, the Bacon's underneath that kick from Josh Woods. Comes to Gaz Gale and then goes into contact himself, does Akins. Here's Gale. Alfords carts it forward. Ben Reynolds with the dummy, taking the line on Reynolds. Hampshire. Turns it back inside to Akins. Akins running across the line. He turns it back the other way to Clay Webb. Webb looking to get the arm free and does. Jubb then with an overhead pass back to Akins. Akins asking questions of the Batley defence. Last tackle, Rovers 10 out, looking to add to their 12-0 lead. Jubb goes to Reynolds. Reynolds, lovely short pass, and it's a try on debut for James Glover. Big smile on his face. Lovely angle from Glover, lovely pass from Ben Reynolds. And Rovers get the third try of the afternoon and they lead Batley Bulldogs by 16 points to 0. Lovely try this on the last tackle. Batley got the numbers wrong. Reynolds took it down the short side. Looked at Clay Webb but gave it to James Glover. And it just looked a little too easy for the Rovers there. James Glover with the try. 16 points to 0. And Reynolds looking to make it 3 from 3 with the boot. So Reynolds, right-footed. It looks good. It is good. Perfect conversion there from Reynolds. And Rovers now lead by 18 points to 0. Here's King Vunny Ayawa on from the subs bench for the Rovers. Nathan Wild. Reynolds. Long pass. Knocked on by Batley. I think Rovers are going to get this ball back. So it was passed by Reynolds. Kicked forward by Gaz Gale. Nobody touched it. And Batley knocked it on, so it's a scrum to the Rovers on halfway. Hampshire. Bailey O'Connor enjoying a run in the team, Bailey O'Connor. Job to Reynolds. Reynolds. A short pass to Wild. Hampshire. Gives it to Glover. Glover with a pass to Gaz Gale. Can Gaz Gale squeeze it at the corner? Gale. Is he over? Well, I think he's knocked on over the line. Yeah, he's just not got the ball down, so it's going to be a 20-metre restart. But lovely play again on that left-hand side. James Glover with a pass releasing. Gaz Gale. Here comes Brown. 4 men in the tackle there, looking to put Brown down to the ground. Josh Woods pops it inside to Dane Manning. Will Jubb with a textbook tackle there. Brandon Moore. Finds Brown. Brown with a pass. Nice pass to Flynn. Flynn. What's he got up his sleeve? James Glover hangs on there. White to Woods. There's Falston. Ben White with the kick. Gazgate allows it to bounce. It's going to bounce, so and Featherstone get the ball back. So stoppage in play just as the Batley player receives treatment. Josh Woods looks as though he's going to be fine to continue. And he's coming off, I think, for a concussion assessment. Alistair Leake comes on. Connor Jones is on now for the Rovers as well at dummy half. He replaces Will Jubb. Here comes Gale. Alfords. Jones to Reynolds. Reynolds with the dummy and then the pass to Clay Webb. Clay Webb shrugs off one tackle. Jones to Akins. Akins. Glover releases Gale. Gale steps inside and takes a tackle. Here's Beckett. Reynolds with the kick. Dean takes it for Batley, but we're going to have to bring it out from deep inside their own half. Brad Day with the tackle there on Falston, so Batley just a couple of metres away from their own line. Leake at dummy half. Brown with the pass. Great defences from the Rovers. 4 tackles gone by and they've not even made 10 yards of Batley. A little dart away from dummy half from Alistair Leake. But the last tackle, and Ben White is having to kick from inside his own 20 metres, so he kicks deep, it goes straight into the hands of Gaz Gale. And Gaz Gale, he's going to be tackled. His first tackle is going to be on halfway or past halfway, so Rovers immediately start this set on the attack. Here comes Alfords. Hampshire to King Vuniyayawa. Hampshire, short pass to Day, Brad Day. He's tackled 20 metres out. Jones to Hampshire. Hampshire shows it to Vuniyayawa, then goes out the back to Reynolds. Reynolds to Webb. Clay Webb looking to get one-on-one with Ben White. The Batley half-back just holds on. Akins fancies one himself. Caleb Akins just tackled short and that's a handover. Great defence there from the Rovers. Can they trap Batley inside the in-goal area? Yes, they can. Brilliant work. Clay Webb involved, Nathan Wild involved, Jimmy Beckett involved. Outstanding defence that. Forcing the goal line drop out. Akins to Vuniyayawa. Here comes Wild. Hampshire. Knock on there from Rocky Hampshire. Just took his eye off the ball. And that relieves the pressure on Batley. White, short pass. Elliot Keir. Brandon Moore turns it inside to Isaac Shaw. Here comes the run from Ward. Ben White with the kick. Akins gathers. Here's Alfitz. Alfitz runs at Alistair Leake. Scorer of the first try, Darrell Alfitz. Try in the 9th minute, quickly followed by a try just a minute later from Ben Reynolds. Oh, Bailey O'Connor's going down the flank here. Turns it back inside to Ryan Hampshire, and Ryan Hampshire's going to have the easiest try. Puts it down under the posts. That was all about the break from Bailey O'Connor. And we're just short of 10 minutes until the break. Rovers now lead by 22 points to 0. I think we've got the wrong try on there. That was James Glover's. Ben Reynolds looking to make it 4 from 4 and give Rovers a 24-0 lead, approaching half-time. Should be no mistake this for Ben Reynolds. No problem at all, Rovers lead 24 points to 0. Bailey O'Connor on the outside. Ryan Hampshire supporting down the middle. So we're back underway. Gaz Gale deals with the restart this time and then gives it to King Vuniyayawa. Here's Jack Arnold, big carry from Arnold on from the bench. Here's Wild, who's going through plenty of minutes. Hampshire with the kick. Is it going to be a 40-20? What's the bounce looking like? It does go out. It is a 40-20. Great kick that from Ryan Hampshire. Tremendous work there from the Rovers half-back. And Paul Cook's men looking to go further in front here, leading 24 points to 0 and on the attack. Just over 5 minutes to play until the break. Wild with the first drive. Jones at dummy half. Long pass to Reynolds. Reynolds finds Hampshire out the back. Hampshire finds Glover. Glover with a pass. Gaz Gale walks in at the corner. Tremendous try there from the Rovers. Jones with a long pass to Reynolds. Reynolds found his mate Ryan Hampshire out the back. And then good hands all the way to Gaz Gale. who touched down in the corner. The Rovers now lead by 28 points to 0. Real smart play, Reynolds. Out the back to Hampshire. Hampshire. Long pass to Glover. Glover. Releasing Gale, and then Gale had the easy task of grounding the ball. Difficult conversion this from Reynolds. Tell you what, it's looking good though. Oh, it is. The flags go up. Rovers now lead by 30 points to 0. Ben Reynolds accurate with the boot this afternoon. 5 tries, 5 conversions. Rovers are cruising. Here comes Clay Webb. Funny Ayawa. Jack Arnold. Hampshire finds Day, Brad Day. Looks for the offload. It's a poor offload though, and Batley get the ball back. It's going to go back to Batley. Batley got the ball back, but then lost it, and O'Connor was racing away down the flank. But the first error was from Brad Day, so Batley get the ball back from the scrum. A couple of minutes until half time. Well, Paul Cook wanted his team to be focused this afternoon and get the job done. He's got to be happy with with the first half performance. 30 points to 0. Brown on the charge. A knock on there from Batley. Much to the delight of Ben Reynolds. So it looks like the Rovers will keep Batley to 0 in this first half. Into the final few minutes. So Hampshire has gone for a kick and chase. Alforts and O'Connor are after it. Falston deals with it. Inventive play there from the Rovers. They now pin Batley deep inside their own half. Dane Manning. Here comes Joe Burton. Brown at first receiver. Throws a dummy and then carts the ball forward himself. Jack Arnold and King Vunny Ayawa with the tackle. Connor Jones helping out. Ben White on the last. Puts boot to ball. Should be easy this for Gaz Gale, and it is. Gale on the run. Reynolds finds Webb. Hampshire to Jack Arnold. Reynolds out the back to Hampshire. Hampshire with a short pass to Clay Webb. Clay Webb gets the arm free. Releases Hampshire. Hampshire to Glover. Glover steps back inside. James Glover releases the ball. Here comes Clay Webb. Another offload there from Webb. Nathan Wild will just settle this one, you would imagine. Hampshire to Reynolds. Reynolds out the back to Akins. Akins has a bit of space. Puts the kick in for Alford. Surely it's going to be a try for Alford. He was far too relaxed there, Darrell Alford, I think. Looked for all money that he was just going to pick up the ball and put it down. And Batley managed to get enough men in the tackle to stop Alford's grounding the ball, but it's a chance gone begging there from the Rovers. Really good play. Caleb Akins with the kicking behind. And all Alford's had to do was sort of just put the ball down. Didn't really need to go into contact. He could have just collected it and just put it straight down, but chance goes begging. 30 points to 0, the score remains. And there goes the half-time whistle. So Rovers in cruise control here at the break. 5 tries. Well, Alford's got things started with a try in the 9th minute. Ben Reynolds was next to score. James Glover got himself a try. Ryan Hampshire and Gaz Gale with the final try of the half. All 5 tries goal by Ben Reynolds. And that gives Rovers a comfortable half-time lead. They lead Batley Bulldogs by 30 points to 0. So Batley are out for the second half. And we're just awaiting the Rovers to come back out. Featherstone leading 30 points to 0 at the break. Other scores around the grounds: Bradford 80, Winders 20, Doncaster 6, London 8, and Oldham 24, Halifax 0. A real big win for Oldham, responding to last week's disappointment at the hands of Featherstone Rovers, who were, of course, outstanding. That's still fresh in the memory, that famous win last week, which secured our place at Wembley on the 7th of June. So with that to look forward to. But in the immediate term, we've got another 40 minutes where Rovers will look to pick up from where they left off in the first half. 30 points to 0, a commanding lead. And Paul Cook's men will be looking to improve and kick on from that one. So we're back underway for the second half. Bailey O'Connor with the catch above his head and just decides to run it in himself. Here's Brad Day. King Vunny Ayawa. Good work there for Wild. Caleb Akins comes in for a drive himself. That's the last tackle. Reynolds with the kick. Great kick from Reynolds. Split the fullback and the winger. Takes a wicked bounce. Eventually dealt with by Fausto. No, it isn't. Alforts picks it up.
Today's golden number is 102582. That's 102.
So an error there from Batley. Rovers immediately on the front foot. Here comes Day. Here's Vuni Ayawa. So the Rovers penalty. Here comes Wild on the charge. Reynolds. Short pass to Clay Webb. Clay Webb looking to force his way over. Can he get over? No, he can't. Connor Jones at dummy half. Here comes Arnold. Arnold looking to force his way over. He's over the line, but he's not managed to get the ball down. The referee has given a knock on, so it's a 20-metre restart, I think. Yeah, it is. Here comes Manning. Woods. Here comes Flynn. Isaac Shaw. Usual registration from Wakefield. Ben White. Finds Ward on the charge. Good defence again from Rovers. Josh Woods finds Manning again. A kick from Josh Woods. Has it gone out on the full? Not quite gone out on the full, but Alforts allows it to bounce and run into touch. So Featherstone get it back 25 metres from their own line. Here's Jack Arnold. Gale. Good run from Gale. Wild to Vuni Ayawa. Hampshire finds O'Connor. O'Connor spins off a couple of tackles and Rovers get the penalty. Dane Manning penalised. O'Connor finds Day, Brad Day. Just runs it up the middle. Wild at first receiver. Got through plenty of workers, Nathan Wild today. That's a penalty. There's Vuniyayawa. Reynolds to Akins. Akins with the pass. It's not down there from the winger, Dean. So Rovers will get another set. Reynolds puts the ball in the scrum. Jones collects it from the base. Hampshire fancies one himself. Ryan Hampshire just tackled a metre short. And it's a penalty. It's gone to Batley. Not quite sure what happened there, but Rovers are penalised. Josh Woods drills it into touch. Greensmith on the charge. Woods shows it to Warren, goes out the back to White. Here comes Flynn. Ward with the pass to Isaac Shaw. Leak, spinning round. Vuniyayawa and Jones eventually bring him down. Woods inside to Ben White. Good tackle there from Wild, and then the offload is caught by Connor Jones. Rovers get the ball back. Good work there from Nathan Wild. Here comes Alfords. Reynolds to Gale. Here comes Vuniyayawa. Still awaiting the first points of the second half. Score remains 30 points to 0. Glover goes down the short side on the last and then puts a kick in behind. Dealt with by Falston, but then a good chase by James Glover. Chasing down his own kick. And making the next tackle as well. Good work there from Glover. Man into Greensmith. Ben White brings Isaac Shaw onto the ball. Woods with the kick. Finds touch. Alfords just allows it to run into touch. The Rovers get the ball back. 20 metres or so from their own line. Here comes Gale. Josh Hardcastle. Here's Alfords. Bunny Ayawa. Good one there from Bunny Ayawa. Jones to Webb. Webb finds Reynolds. Reynolds with a dummy, looking to break through. Ben Reynolds. Ryan Hampshire, right-footed. Good work there from the Batley fullback. Elliot Keir has a scamper away from dummy half. Ben White puts boot to ball. Akins underneath it. Reynolds to Gale. Play the ball there from Gale, and Jones gets away from dummy half. Webb to Arnold. Jones finds Hampshire. Hampshire with a little grubber kick in behind. Going to find touch, is it? Takes a wicked bounce. Alforts palms it infield. Hardcastle knocks on. So Batley survive. Good kick there from Ryan Hampshire. So Batley get the ball back from the scrum. Scores around the grounds. Bradford 18, Windows 20. Doncaster 6, London 8. And Oldham still 24-0 up against Halifax. The offload there from Batley. It's picked up by Clay Webb. So another error there from the Bulldogs. Really not helping themselves this afternoon. Jones finds Vuni Ayawa. Short pass to Arnold. Arnold, can he get over? He can't, he's held up, so he'll have to take it back 10 metres. Jones fancies one himself. Hampshire passes to Reynolds. Reynolds shows it to Day. Inside to Aiken. Surely it's a try. Oh! What a tackle that is from Isaac Shaw. To deny Caleb Aikens. Look for all money as if he was going to stroll in there. The Rovers number 1. Hampshire with the kick. Looking for Alforts. Alforts can't take it in. And Batley cough up possession. So I'm not sure what the decision is here. Is it going to be Batley ball? It's going to be Featherstone ball. So knock on from Batley. And a fresh set for the Rovers on Batley's line. Here's Reynolds. Looping pass for Gaz Gale, caught by Batley, so a let off there for Batley. Mistake from the Rovers. And then Batley get a penalty as well. There's Noah High. Brendan Moore. Right, short pass to Isaac Shaw. Right with the kick. Akins deals with it well. A better set from Batley, pinning Rovers deep inside their own half. Here comes Alforts. Alforts running across the line and then releasing Gale. Gale has got Glover on his outside, goes himself, does Gale, and then steps inside. Here's Alforts. Jones away from dummy half. Reynolds, short pass to Day. Day finds Glover. Glover goes round Ben White and then passes infield to Connor Jones. And Connor Jones gets the first try of the second half. We've had to wait 17 minutes. The Rovers now lead by 34 points to 0. And Connor Jones gets the try. Created by James Glover. It's his second assist. A terrific try there, Connor Jones. You can see on the replay, Reynolds releasing Brad Day finding Glover. Glover taking White on the outside and then popping it infield to Connor Jones, who does the rest. Simple run in there for Jones. 34-0, kick to come. Should be no problem this from Ben Reynolds. Steps up, no mistake from Reynolds, so 6 from 6 with the boot for Ben Reynolds, and that's going to be his last involvement of the afternoon. He's going to have a breather for the last 20 minutes, is Reynolds, so Will Jubb comes back on. Interesting to see what they do here. I think they probably put Connor Jones on at half-back perhaps. Connor Jones will go to half-back to partner Ryan Hampshire, and Will Jubb will slot in at hooker. So, shuffling the pack. Here comes Hardcastle. Here's Springer. Job finds Alforts. Jones is going again. He releases Brad Day. Brad Day's got James Glover to his left. James Glover gets it. Is he going to get his second try? Of course he is. Rovers go back to back again, just like they did in the first half. 2 tries in 2 minutes. And Connor Jones creating that one. He got a try of his own a couple of minutes ago, but it was Jones's run and offload which set this one up for James Glover. Brad Day had some work to do as well, but lovely try from the Rovers. Now 40 points to 0 with a kick to come. Jones, throwing the dummy, and then offloading to Brad Day. Brad Day had to run 20 metres or so and then passed it to James Glover, who had too much pace for Dean. And not a bad debut. 2 assists and now 2 tries for James Glover. And Ryan Hampshire adds the extras, so Rovers now lead by 42 points to 0. James Glover had his shirt presented to him by his family in the changing rooms pre-game. It'll be a proud and special day for him and his family, playing for his hometown club. Here's Reynolds. Sorry, Jack Arnold, I don't know where I got Reynolds for, I've just been looking at him on the sideline. So Jones with a pass out wide to Gale. Forward pass, is it? Yeah, forward pass, so Batley getting the ball back. Batley, an opportunity here to attack. They've not really asked any questions of the Rovers' defence today. Widnes beating Bradford 20 points to 18. That looks a belter. Ollie Greensmith. Tackle 15 out. Alistair Leake at dummy half. Gives it to Noah High. Dummies it to 2 people and then just runs it in himself. Woods finds White to Falston. Falston trying to find a gap. Leake to White finds Woods to Keir. Here comes Greensmith, opportunity here for Batley. Ollie Greensmith scores. That's the first try of the afternoon for the Batley Bulldogs. And it's scored by Ollie Greensmith. So 42 points to 4. Greensmith getting the try for the visitors. Good play actually. White running across the line. Woods linking in. Elliot Kay coming round. And Ollie Greensmith having enough strength to force his way over the line. So 42 points to 4. Consolation score for Batley. Josh Woods not able to convert this one, so the score remains 42 points to 4 to the Rovers. Would be disappointed to concede that try. Good shape though from Batley. Ollie Greensmith just getting on the outside of Ryan Hampshire. Unable to score a try himself. Weddle with a pass to Cooper. Cooper runs straight at Hardcastle. It was a forward pass. So straight away Batley score and then make an error from the next play. So they won't be happy with that one. Featherstone immediately on the attack. Scrum centre field. 10 metres or so away from the line. 15 metres away. Into the final 15 minutes. Hampshire finds O'Connor. It's a Rovers penalty. Here's Hampshire. Hampshire finds Akins. Akins looking to get in on the act himself. Hampshire finds Springer. Oh, that's a shot there from Luke Cooper. Massive hit on Gadwin Springer from Luke Cooper. Here's Jones. Jones finds Glover. Glover looking for a hat-trick. Tackled a couple of metres short. 6 again. Jones finds Day, Brad Day. Looking to spin and get over Brad Day. He's just tackled short. Jubb. Hampshire. Hardcastle. Josh Hardcastle scores. Shrugs off the challenge of Josh Woods. And gets a try, Josh Hardcastle. Ryan Hampshire with the assist. A good determined run from Josh Hardcastle. Comes across for the try. 46 points to 4. Hampshire showing it to Springer and then inviting Hardcastle onto the ball. Good strength there from the Rovers number 20 to score. Ryan Hampshire with a difficult conversion. He's taking it back a fair bit, taking it back 20 metres. Ben Reynolds kicked 6 from 6 before he was withdrawn. Hampshire is 1 from 1. Oh, he's hit the post on this one, so the score remains 46 points to 4 to the Rovers. 10 minutes remaining. Here comes Gale. Jubb finds Day. Good for Brad Day to get 80 minutes in his tank. Returning from that elbow injury. James Glover shrugs a tackle off. The ball comes free. It's a ball steal. Strong run there from James Glover. He's been impressive on debut. Hampshire finds touch with a kick. There's Brad Day. Jack Arnold. Good run from Jack Arnold. Hampshire to Springer. Springer going for the line. He's tackled 5 short. Rovers looking for another try. Job goes down the short side to Hampshire. Hampshire finds Akins. Akins to Alfords. Surely a walk in for Alfords. Oh, he's dropped the ball. Lapse of concentration there from Darrell Alfords. Looks like he caught the ball and dropped it. Otherwise, that was a walk-in try, and that would have been Darrell Alfords' second of the afternoon. The score remains 46 points to 4. Here's Cooper. Gadwin Springer looking to get one back on Luke Cooper. Missed him there. Good hit there from Jack Arnold. He's had an impressive game, Arnold. Plays some big minutes. Woods' kick. Akins underneath it. Good chase there, though, from Batley. And Ryan Hampshire's now been withdrawn, so he's going to sit out the final 7 or 8 minutes, is Ryan Hampshire. So Reynolds and Hampshire both being wrapped in cotton wool. Caleb Akins will kick from deep. He'll be playing in the halves now. I think Bailey O'Connor has moved to full-back. So Connor at full-back. Now the half-backs are Connor Jones and Caleb Akins. So a reshuffle, players playing in different positions. O'Connor, of course, no stranger to the full-back role. Played there an awful lot for Dewsbury last year. Here's Cooper. Alistair Leake going on a little run, tackled by Josh Hardcastle. Here's Gledhill. Flynn on the charge. Hardcastle with the tackle again. Woods pops it off. Infield to Cooper. Cooper runs at Springer again. Last tackle, Woods puts a kick in the air. Caught by Ollie Greensmith. Greensmith does well. Can he release his wingman? He looks for the offload. It's collected by Gledhill. Batley keep it alive. Josh Woods left-footed. Great take by Gaz Gale. Real good take there from Gale. Here's Bailey O'Connor. Good run from O'Connor. Gale with the drive. He's got through a lot of work as Gaz Gale today. Brad Day. It flows to Arnold. Good work there from Arnold. Here's Jones. Running back towards a ruck. Made 15 metres there, Connor Jones. Last tackle, Jubb. To Akins. Akins, little kick in behind. Pinning Batley in a corner. Good chase there from James Glover. Great chase. Good chase, good tackle.
Today's Featherstone Rovers Man of the Match award on his debut goes to number 29, James Glover.
There's a run from Gledhill. Penalty. Brad Day penalised for the Rovers. Here's Cooper. White to Woods. Woods. Out the back to Featherstone. Featherstone looking for a gap. Good defence there from Hardcastle, and then Claire Webb finishes it off. There's Noah High. Woods. Little kicking behind. Nobody really chasing it though, and it's collected by O'Connor, who can launch a counter. Wrapped up by Ben White. Into the last couple of minutes here, Rovers leading 46 points to 4. Three tries in the second half. James Glover, Connor Jones and Josh Hardcastle with the tries in the second half. A brace for James Glover on the day. Arnold comes onto a pass from Springer. Still going, Jack Arnold. Impressive in the middle today, Jack Arnold. He's had to be patient and wait for his opportunity. Springer. Akins to O'Connor. Ollie Greensmith wraps him up. Akins with a chipped kick in behind, looking for Alforts. The ball is dropped, I think. Yeah, it is. A knock on. That denies Clay Webb a try. So a handover. Ollie Greensmith, the scorer of Batley's only try. He takes the ball in. Woods. Wrapped up there by Springer. Gledhill with the run and the offload collected by Brad Day. Was it dropped by Brad Day though, perhaps? Was he trying to collect the ball? Yeah, I think it was. Batley get the ball back from the scrum. So into stoppage time now. Not long remaining. Woods finds Greensmith. Good run that from Greensmith. He's had a strong game for Batley, Ollie Greensmith. Took his try well, but he's also got through plenty of work with the ball and made some good defensive decisions as well. Dane Manning come charging onto the ball there. Connor Jones was there to make the tackle. White. Finds Woods. Woods puts the ball inside. Batley keeping it alive here on the last tackle. Dane Manning. Loose it out. That's going to be the last play. There we go. There we have it. The referee blows for full time. Featherstone Rovers have run out comfortable winners, leading 30-0 at half-time. 5 first-half tries, and then 3 tries in the second half, courtesy of James Glover, Connor Jones and Josh Hardcastle. It's job done as far as Paul Cook's men are concerned. We've run out easy winners here at the Millennium Stadium in the Betfred Championship. It's finished Featherstone Rovers 46, Batley Bulldogs 4.